Hi guys, Jack Foley here from jackfoley.net. Back with another personal development principle. Today I want to talk about fear. Um, the acronym for fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear is something that your actual imagination conjures up. It's not something that is real, but because our imaginations are so powerful, we believe them and we start to fear things instead of confronting them. I want to share with you some insights on how you can control fear and how you can break through fear. First of all, what I would say is that action totally conquers fear by confronting what it is that you are afraid of, be it a person, be it a business, be it a whatever, we fear things that are so, when you look at it from an outsider's aspect, they are so minuscule and so when an outsider looks at it, like if you go to a coach and you basically describe to him the things that you're afraid of, they're very, very easy for him to give you solutions. So that's the first bit of positivity, is that 99.9% of the fears you have are so easy to conquer. Okay, but you need to do a few things. The first thing is you need to confront them. It's like the public speaker that started off making speeches. His knees were creaking at the start and he thought he was going to fall down, but he didn't. And the second time he went, his knees creaked less. The third time he went, less and less, and finally he conquered his fear, and now he's an acclaimed public speaker. And there are so many things, also in public speaking, people have fears of sweating too much. Writers, when people are doing exams, for example, very, very important, maybe university exams, people have fears of scribbling. They have fear because their writing is so bad. They have a fear of actually not writing correctly, and because of this, write awfully. So a few quick things. The first thing is you can use actually reverse psychology, which is very powerful. So if you, for example, you have desperate handwriting and you are afraid of writing desperately in an exam, and the whole drama and tension is just adding to your fear. You're going into an exam hall and your writing is bad and the fear makes you write worse. Well, what you should do is actually focus on writing badly, because if you use reverse psychology and you focus on the thing that you are fearing, but focus actually on doing it, don't fear it, focus on doing it, you'll actually write better. Same thing, a public speaker has a fear of sweating too much when he's speaking. He goes into the auditorium and instead of fearing sweating, he actually focuses on it. So now he is asking to sweat 5 pints of sweat. Sometimes, a lot of the times, your fear just dissipates when you give your fear no power. Instead of fearing the thing, focus on the thing and actually try to do it. Okay, like the person who's in fear of going asleep. He doesn't know what's going to happen tomorrow, so he's actually in fear of going asleep. So a coach or an expert would tell that person, instead of going home and fearing going to sleep, focus on staying awake. Actually focus on staying awake. Once that happens, the person's fear is gone. Okay. Now, in other situations where you are fearing, it can be anything, but basically when a negative thought comes into your head, okay, the first thought after that, okay, this is how people's imaginations are so powerful. The first thought after that will dictate whether you enter a negative state or a positive state. It must be positive. It must be happy. Okay. A lot of times, people end up hating each other because some person might have done something wrong, and it could have been a minor thing, but because we play this imagination things in our minds and we enter negative states, this person has said things to you in your imagination. He has done way more things in your imagination, and they're all in your imagination. But because our imagination, what we think about, is actually real, in the end you actually totally despise this person and fear them, and because of that you don't want to be anywhere around them. Okay, this is not good. This is not good. You need to when that instant negative thought enters, you need to put a stop to it. And as I said, the first thought will dictate whether you enter a negative state or you stay on a positive track, which you should be every day, attempting to live your life in a positive mental state. This is Jack Foley. Hope you got some value. Stay updated at jackfoley.net.